Yeah, just I'm waiting for few others to join. Yesterday I have not taken the class, right? I think they. Yeah, so just wait for some time. I'm waiting for others to join. Just 1 minute. Huh? All right then. Okay, I'm just waiting for others to join. Okay, then I'll start then. All right then. So what we have seen in this, so we have seen actually, so I told you day before yesterday, I started about the source code version, source code version control system. So where we can safely store the code and maintain different versions of the code in the version control system, right? And say, for example, when we do some changes to the code, okay, each change will be updated by a version. And we can track the old versions of the code. Similarly, we can also, suppose if something happens with the new version, we can get back the older version of the code. Now, I also told that this is a server. In this server, say the server is actually like a GitHub. Okay. The server is like your GitHub. Like there are third-party Git servers like GitHub, Bitbucket, GitLab. Okay. Now, basically what we'll have in the server, we'll have the complete project related files. Okay. Suppose I can store multiple projects in this. So this code repository, this contains multiple files. Now, in this code repository, we'll have multiple branches. We'll have multiple branches, and each branch will contain multiple files, and each file will have multiple versions. What do you mean by these branches? So branch is like your, okay, it is a path. We can say it is separate path. Okay. Suppose I have a code repository. This code repository belongs to one project. Okay. Code repository. I'm developing a banking project. I'm developing a banking project. Now for this banking project, so what will happen now? This banking project will contain multiple files. So initially what I'll do, I'll create one branch, which is called development branch. Okay. So starting, I'll create one branch called development branch. Right. So in this development branch, I will actually have multiple Java files, right? I'll have multiple Java files associated. So which are a.java, b.java, right? Which are a.java, b.java. Now under a.java, there will be versions like version 1. Initial version will be version 1. Starting version 1 will be there, 1.0. Okay. So here also I'll have 1.0. Right. Now what I'll do now, we develop the code, everything in a, so basically we can have like this. Assume that this is in our local system. This is your local Git repository. Git repository. When I say local Git repository, means in my local machine. I told you how we set up, how we'll install local Git, right? Local Git repository in my local machine. Now what I do, once I complete all the development in this, then I push this code. I push this code to the remote server. The remote server, which is your GitHub or Bitbucket. See, as I told you, always we should safely store the code here. Don't store the code in your local machine, because server will be GitHub will not. GitHub will have a lot. This is a third-party server where they'll have a lot of backups, but your machine will not have backups. If your machine gets crashed, your complete code will get lost, whatever you have developed. So that's why I always push to the code in the server. Now in the server also, you'll have the same structure now. So you'll have a code repo for a banking project. A code repo for a banking project, right? And here you'll have a development branch. Here you'll have a development branch. Right, under development branch, you'll have this a.java, b.java, same structure is replicated here in server. A.java, under a.java, you'll have a version 1.0. Right. Next, under b.java, you have another version 1.0. Right. So this is what you push the code. Now what will happen once the code is done and okay, it is now in the development, you move to development server. But when come to production, right, what you do is you take all this code from this development branch and you create one more branch here. You take all the code from development branch. You create one more branch, which is called master branch. Right? Master branch. Okay. Now you copy all this code. All this code you copy to this branch. So why means this branch is where you will integrate directly to production server. So your production environment will be this. So a.java. See what you do in development branch. You first start the files and you move to dev server. You test those files. You fix the code, everything. Once all testing issues are fixed, then you copy all this to your master branch. In your master branch, this is the branch where you directly. So b.java. So from here, you will have 1.0. So you'll have 1.0. Okay. How will you copy and all that? I'll tell you. See, first it will be in development branch. You push that to development branch server. From here, okay, from development branch, now you'll have the CI/CD pipelines. CI/CD pipelines, which we are going to see like Jenkins. Okay, they build the code, and I'll show you this. Okay, this Jenkins, we have a separate tool on Jenkins. Okay, so they build the code and they push to dev server. Right now, once everything dev or test server. Okay, Now, once testing and development, once everything is tested and thoroughly, you fix the code and everything, then you are ready to move to master branch. Now copy all this code to master branch. Now from master branch, push that to, from master branch again, push that to, this is your development branch. Now this is your master branch. You push to the server again. Now from your server, now you'll have a master branch. Let me put in a different color. Now we'll put a master branch. Right? Again, from master branch, the same, whatever the in your local system it is, the same will be now part of your server. Now we're a.java. A.java. Next is B.java. Right? Next is version 1.0. And this is 1.0. And this is 1.0. Right? Now from master branch, the code is now again using CI/CD Jenkins. I'll tell you what is this Jenkins. Jenkins, we have a separate tool. This is where your DevOps lies. Jenkins is a build tool. There is a separate tool for Jenkins where we are going to study that. I think in tools introduction, if you see, Jenkins is there, right? 9th tool, I think here. Sorry, this 10th tool. So after completing it, we'll see Docker, ELK, JMeter, and then Jenkins. So this is the tool where we are going to use for CI/CD. And this moves to the production server. Prod server or something, okay? So what will happen is now, like that, each branch is intended for such specific environment or for specific task. Now your code is running in production. Now some enhancements came to your code actually. Some new releases came. You want to enhance your application. You want to add some more new files, new code in your production. So what you'll do is, now again, from your local machine, you start working on the code, right? For that, what you do is, you actually take this master branch, copy this master branch, and create one more branch that is called feature branch. That is called feature branch. So feature branch can be multiple because feature branch 1, I'll say feature 1 branch. Okay. Now in feature 1 branch, again, you'll have this same files, A.java, B.java, and everything. And in addition to that, you'll have some more new files also. Okay. Or you'll update these files. A.java will become new version, B.java will become new version. Okay. So under this, you'll have A.java, A.java, A.java. Under A.java, we'll have again new version. Similarly, A.java, B.java, C.java, D.java, like that, some new files will come. And you'll push that to, you'll push now again. Now it will be your feature branch. Okay. You know what will happen, suppose if multiple teams are working, on multiple changes or multiple developers, or for example, we can say each enhancement belongs to one small sprint actually. So based on the sprint, okay, based on the sprint, we can create some branches. And finally, these branches will be merged to master branch. Finally, these branches will be merged to master branch and we'll push the changes to master branch. Okay, like that we can have. So different feature branches will be based on different sprints or different, say for example, sprint 1 feature branch, sprint 2 feature branch, because each sprint will have one small enhancements. But finally, your master branch is the branch which has all the code related to your production, and using master branch, you'll move that to production server. So like that, branches are nothing but where developers will work on specific tasks or specific files. And finally, they copy that to master branch. So instead of copy, we say in Git, we call merge actually. I'll tell you what is merge actually. So finally, all the branches will be merged to a master branch. Okay. So this is how your branch will look like. Now what we do, first actually in our local machine, we have to set up Git actually. In our local machine, we have to set up Git. How we will set up Git? How will set up Git? I told you, right? First, download Git in your machine using this link git-scm.com downloads, install Git. Git is already installed. Okay. So once Git is installed successfully, type Git is command. In my system already installed. So you have to go to this website and download it. Okay. Right. So I downloaded already. Now what I'll do, first I have to create a local repository. So in my system, let us take in my system. Somewhere I have to create local repository. So what I'll do, let me now create in this DevSecOps 4th batch. I create a folder. I'll say this as Git local repo. Just by creating the folder, it will not create a Git local repo. Okay. So now go to this in the command prompt. So now I'm in this folder. Now just say git init. Okay. So what git init will do is just I'm typing this. It gave a message like initialized Git repository in this. That means I am making this folder or this directory as a Git local repository. Okay. So in my local system, right? So what I'm doing now, I created one folder in C drive. I created one folder in C drive, right? In C drive, I created one folder. Then under C drive, in C drive, I created one folder that is called DevSecOps 4th batch. I have this folder already, right? Under this folder, let me do one larger space. I have one C drive. Okay, under C drive, I have one folder which is DevSecOps 4th batch. So under DevSecOps 4th batch, I have now Git local repo. Git local repo. I created a folder. Now what I'm doing now? Now I want to make this as my Git lib. See, repository is nothing but a folder only. But directly creating a folder will not make a Git repository. Now here, I have to, when I go to this path and type git init command. So these are Git commands. So how I'll get this Git? How I'll be able to get this command? If I'm able to install this, if I'm able to install download Git in your machine, you have to go to this website and you'll get an executable file. Okay. See, getscm.com. Let me show you. If you go to here, this website, go to your Windows. If you go to Windows, okay, here you can go to this standalone installer. And if your Windows is 34-bit or 64-bit, you download, you'll get an executable file. Just double click on that executable file. Automatically, you can just click on next. Git will be installed automatically. And once Git is installed, you will be able to type the Git commands. The Git like this. Okay. So when I say Git init, what this command will do. This command initializes. Okay. So this command initializes an existing directory into Git repository. Okay. Now, how I'll be knowing it is installed Git repository? Now, a hidden file will be created. You see, I'll show you. Hidden item. See, a .git folder will be created. So when I say .git folder, this all contains all the metadata related to GitHub. Okay, all the reference, everything. Okay, so this contains all but this is a hidden folder. You don't need to worry about this. Okay, just this is that means this command initializes an existing directory into Git repository. That means it will create a hidden folder or directory which is .git. Okay, which is .git. All right. Now I created okay, I don't want to know. I'll just make this hidden only. I'll just unselect this. Okay, I'll unselect this. So now this folder is empty now. Okay, fine. I mean, empty means it is not empty actually. So there is a hidden folder .git. I just see when I go to view, if you want to see the hidden folders, you just select this item, hidden items. Okay. If I don't want to select, uncheck this. Okay, fine. Now, once you type git init, this command initializes an existing directory to Git repository. Fine. Now my Eclipse, I'm working with some Java code. Okay. I'm working with some Java code. So what I do, say this is my C drive. Okay. Say okay. Okay. Now this folder also is a workspace actually. Okay. This folder is also a workspace. Workspace means where in my Eclipse, I use this folder. Okay, or I save all the files. I save all the files for my project in this folder. Okay. So that means this folder, if you take, if I take this folder into a separate box, I'll draw here. This is my folder, Git local repo. In this Git local repo, now I have initialized a Git repository. This is my local Git repository. Right? This is my local Git repository. And this is my workspace. In my workspace, I have, this is in my workspace. Okay, this is my workspace. So this is my workspace. In my workspace, now I have now a.java, b.java, c.java, like that. Okay, these are the files that I have. Okay, these are the files that I have in my, for working for my project, and I am using this in my Eclipse workspace. Now, I want to now add these files to the local Git repo. Because once these files are there in the local Git repo only, from your local Git repo, you can push that to your remote repository. Okay. So from your local Git repo, you have to push this to. So when I say local Git repo means it is .git folder. It is associated with .git folder automatically. So from local Git repo, from your local Git repo, I want to push this to. Finally, once the files are there in local Git repo only, then I can push this to your GitHub server, GitHub or Bitbucket, whatever the servers are there, Git servers. Okay. You cannot directly copy your workspace files to GitHub. You have to first send this to local Git repo. How to do this is, see, there's again a Git command. Okay. There are so many Git commands where you can work on it. First command is git init. This is the first command where you will initialize the Git repository. Now, second command is you have to add these files from workspace to the local Git repo. So that is called git add command. So this command adds the files from local workspace to local Git repository. So this is one. Okay. So now how I will add is, let me do one thing. Assume that this is my workspace. Okay. In this Git local repo, I'll create some new file. One new file I'll create. New, let me give like this. Let me do one. So I'll say class A. Class A. So I'll say method one. Then I'll say something like system dot out dot okay, like this. Now what I'll say, I'll copy this in a.java. I copy like this. Okay. I'll copy this is a.java. So this is now what I'll do, see, first I'll type git status. First I'll type this command, git status. git status. So this command will show modified files in the working directory. What is your working directory? The directory where your code files are saved. In Eclipse also, you'll use that directory to save your files. And you will work on those files. And whenever you do some changes, you will save that files. Those files will be saved to that working directory. And in this case, the working directory is this one, git local repo. This is my working directory. So I saved that file to this a.java. I saved this a.java to git local repo. Now what I'll do, I'll say git status. Now you see, I got like this, you see. By default, it is a master branch. So by default, unless and until I specify a branch, everything is a master branch by default. Now you see, I'm showing now untracked files. Nothing added to commit, but untracked files present. That means, what this red color indicates this file is there in the working space, but still not, see, this file is there. This file is there in the workspace, but still not added to the local git repo. Now what I'll do, now I'll add this git add. I'll run this command now. Now what I'll say, git add dot, I'll say. When I say dot means whatever the files those are present in the current directory. Dot means current directory. I'll just enter now. Okay. Now when I say git add dot, what will happen now? This command adds the files from local workspace to local git repository. Now can I say, can I again type the command git status now? Git status. Now you see what it is showing. Now this red color has been changed to green color. What is being? That means this new file a.java is added to the git local repo. So what you mean by this means, now what we have seen, see, first we see a.java is in workspace, but not added to git local repo. Now I'll say git status. So this will show a.java is in workspace, but not added in git repo. Right? Now third one. Now I'll say git add dot. Now this command will add the files present in workspace to git local repo. Right? Now again I say git status. Now this will show a.java in git local repo, highlighted in green. As a new file added. This is what we have seen. Okay. Now you see, now you see the trick. Now you see the fun part. Now this file is there in git local repo. This file is there now added in git repo. I'll do some changes now. I'll add one more method here. Now I'm adding one more method here. And I'll save it. Now this is saved in my workspace. See, this is saved in whatever the changes I do, that will be saved in this workspace files, and you are saving that path actually. Okay. Now I'll say git status now. Now you see, you are seeing now modified. See, earlier it was showing new file. Now, why it is showing modified? Because already a.java is there in the git local repo. Now you modified that file now. That's why it is showing modified. That means what is this indication? You have to now, you have to update this also to your thing. So see, when I say modified means now it is showing modified because I added a new method here. I added a new method. I changed this code. Now it is showing modified. Okay. So now what I'll do? So I'll just say, okay. Now it is showing modified. That means earlier this file was green color, which is a new file. Now you are doing now modified, right? Now you don't need to see, that means already the file is there in the git repo. Now whatever you do the changes, automatically Git is tracking those changes. See first time it is, you're not added the file to the git local repo. Okay, next you added the file. So then it was showing new file. Now your file is there now. This a.java is there in the git local repo. Now you do some changes. So I'll draw here once again. Now this is your workspace. See, first time you created a new file, a.java. Okay. Now using git add command, you added that to your local repository. You added that to git local repo. Okay, using git add command, you added this to git local repo. And when you type git status, it will show a new file. It is a new file. Now what you do, this is the first step. Okay, this is the first step. This is the first step. Now in second step, what you do, I'm telling. This is what you do in real time also. Now in your workspace, now whatever you do some changes to a.java. Okay. So you do some changes to a.java. So what will happen, automatically it will track the changes because already this file is added in the local repo. Now Git will track. So your Git local repo, this will track the changes. Now you modify this file. Okay, you do some changes to this file. Modify. Now Git local repo, what it will do? It will track the changes. It will track the changes happened in your workspace. Happen in your workspace for this file. Now, when I say git status, it will show the modified file. It will not show as a new file. It will show as a modified file. Okay. Now, if I take this git local repo, this is divided into two parts actually. Your git local repo is divided into two parts. One is stage area. Stage area. And another one is commit area. Another is commit area. Okay, your git local repo is divided into two areas. I'll tell you what is this. Now from workspace, okay, whatever we have seen earlier. Now there is an a.java. You just type this command, git add command. So now this command will add the file to a stage area. Okay, git add command will whatever we have seen earlier, git add command. I told you, right? Git add command will add the file from workspace to git local repository. But which area? To stage area. Will add the file to stage area of git local repo. Now, as long as in the file is in the stage area, you can do modifications to the file, everything. So if you know, now your a.java is in stage area. Okay. Now you can do modifications to the file. See, developer will be working in this area, because this is where your Eclipse is associated. So whatever you do some changes and all the changes will be happening in this. Okay. And now, whenever you do some changes now to this file, automatically stage area will track those changes. Okay. So as long as the file is in the stage area, you can do as many changes you need actually. Okay. As long as the file is in the stage area, we can do as many changes in the workspace. Now, but ultimately, once everything is done right, once you are decided with the changes, now you have to commit this from stage area to commit area. So commit area is the one where the changes are committed. That means they are finalized. They are finalized. So commit area is the one where the changes. Okay, it is the final area for the changes. And after this, once the file is moved to commit area, no more changes. Okay. So how we will actually, there is one more command from stage area to commit area. What is this command is? So this command is called git commit command. So this command using git commit command. See, till now we have seen 4 commands, right? What are the 4 commands? Git commands, very important. One is git init command, where commit initializes git existing git repository. Second command is git status, to check the file status. Git add command, where this will add to staging area. Git add command will add to the staging area of local repository. And another command, very important command, git commit, where it commits from stage area to commit area. So this command will add or will commit the file from stage to commit area. That means once the file is moved to commit area, no more changes. Okay, no more changes. No more changes. Okay, that's all. Now, once the file is in commit area, then you can push that to your GitHub repository. This is your server. This is your remote GitHub or remote Git repository. This is where your server lies. Okay, from your local machine, this entire thing is in your local machine. Okay, this entire setup is in your local machine. Let me draw here neatly. So this entire thing is in your local machine. In your local machine, now you have a workspace. Okay, so where you will have the files, working files. Okay, now from this you will move to the From this, you'll move to the GitHub, local Git repository. From this, you'll move to local Git repository. Okay. Now, Git is your local. Git is a software where you can set up in local machine. GitHub is a remote server, which I explained you already. So this is your stage area. And then you have now commit area, right? Now, from here to here, you'll use git add command. Okay. And first of all, to create this local Git repo, you'll use git init command. Git local repo, git init command. Okay. Next, once the file is in stage area to commit area, from here to here, it is your git commit command. Okay. Now, once the file is in commit area, then you can push that to your remote machine or remote server, which is your GitHub or Bitbucket, which is your remote server. Bitbucket. So remote server. Okay. So this is where you'll use git push command. Right? Okay. Now let me know. Now my file is in stage area now. My file is here, a.java. Now I want to move that to commit area. So how I'll do? Here I'll say git commit -m. I'll give, see, for every commit, I have to give a message. So this is a.java for some testing. That's all. So I'll give -m. -m means message. So whenever I'm committing, I'll give some message here. Now you see, now file is committed. So any commit will generate one commit ID. Remember. Now in the commit area, so whenever I give commit command, I give like this. So git commit -m some message. So this command will commit the files to commit area. To commit area with a message. Okay. Okay. So I'm still in this part only. Okay, I'm still in this part. This we'll see later. First I'm in this part only still. That means my file is now here. Okay. So I'm in this now in this area. Right? So every commit will generate one commit ID. Every commit will generate one commit ID. Okay. Every commit will generate a commit ID. Now, what I'll do, this is one commit ID generated. So this commit ID is in the form of an hexadecimal. Okay. Now what I'll do, one commit ID means it can be one file or it is associated with multiple files. So in this commit ID, what I'm doing, I just added this class. In this commit ID, so now I'm getting a commit ID. Commit ID. So this is generating. This is the commit ID. In this commit ID, what I have done? What are the changes I have done? A.java. This is the change I have done. Now what I'll do, a new file has been added. New file. This is a.java. Now what I'll do, now I'll take this a.java. I'll do some changes here. And I'll also create one more file here. B.java. I'll also create one more file here. Say method 10. This is a B.java, okay? This is a new file. Now, let me again the same process. First, I'll say git add dot. Now this will, I'll say git status. Now you see a.java is modified. New file is b.java. Now what I'll do, I'll just say git commit -m. I'll give this is another change with new b.java. I'll give like this. Now you see this is generating another commit ID. This is generating another commit ID. That means, so this is my first commit, where in this commit, I have a.java, which is a new file. Now this is generating another commit. Another commit ID. What is the commit ID? 30, right? In this, what are the changes I've done? A.java modified, right? And b.java new file. Okay, this is what I have. Like that, each commit you are doing, so this entire thing is in your local repository, right? So this entire thing is in your local repository. Now each commit is generating a new commit ID, and that forms a tree. Each commit ID is generating a, sorry, each commit is generating a new commit ID, and that forms a tree linked with the earlier commit ID. Now, if I just type one command, git log. See, git log will now show you the list of commits, what has happened. So there's another command, git log. So when I type git log, so this shows the history of commits. Okay, history of commits. See, first commit is what? As per my diagram also, DC D6. Yeah, this is the first commit. Of course, this is in hexadecimal, but I'm just using shortcut of this. And this is the comment for this. This is the commit, and when it has been committed, this is the commit date I committed. And who is the author? This is the author. Similarly, what is the next commit? So the different time difference between the first commit and this commit is, so this commit has happened on 4:59 p.m. So this commit has happened on 17:54, and this is the second commit 3025. Yeah, 3025. And here, so here I can here actually this is the message I can see. Okay. Okay. Now, if I want to see what is the change, what are the changes happened in this commit, I can use like this. Git to show. I can give this commit ID. Now you see, when I say git to show this commit ID, it is showing that in class A, this method got added. Even this method also got added before I move to stage. I mean, after I move to stage. Okay. And a new file got added b.java. So git to show, this will show the history of commits. When I say git commit ID, so this will show the file changes happened in the particular commit. Okay. Okay. So this is what actually the commit. Okay. So now what I'll do, everyone understood till now? So what are the commands we have seen till now? Commands till now we have seen is git init, git status, git add, git commit, git log, git show. These are the commits, right? We have seen. These are the commands we have seen, right? Not commits, commands. So this will create git local repository. So this will show the modified files or status of the files in local repo and working space, right? Or local repo or no, local repo. Next, what is git add? This will add the file from the local workspace to stage area of local repo. What is git commit will do? Local repo to commit area of local repo. So as long as the file is in stage area, we can do many changes in the workspace to the file. Next, what is git log? Git log will show the history of commits. Just 1 minute, I'm getting my call. 1 minute. So this will show the history of commits. This will show the, so this will show the detailed changes happen, detailed changes of the files happen on the particular commit. Okay. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to now add one more commit. Okay, what I'll do, I'll create one more commit. I'm adding new file C. Class C. Now I'll say method 20. In method 20, I'm going to add this. Again, I'll say git status. So just I got a c.java, which is not tracked, which is a new file. So I'll say git add dot. I'll say git commit -m new file c.java. I'm giving some message. Okay. Now it generated one more commit ID, which is 8169078. Now this generated one more commit ID. Commit ID, which is 8169070. 8169070. And what is the change we have done? It is c.java. New file has been added. If I say git log, see new file c.java. Now say when I say git show, I'll give this commit ID now. Right now I have 3 commits now. Okay, I have now 3 commits. Now what I'm going to do, 1 minute. Now if you see here, all these commits by default are happening on the master branch. So I'm taking the abort diagram and drawing here. Now I have commit ID 1. Now from commit ID 1, I'm going to commit ID 2. Commit ID 2. From commit ID 2, I'm going to commit ID 3. Okay. So this entire thing is in master branch. See, this branch is, you can say this is one path. This is, if you can think this is a tree or a graph. If you can think this is a tree or a graph, you know what is a tree and a graph when you study data structures, right? So this is one path. This path is also called branch. What we have studied, the branch. Okay, and by default, this is in master branch. If you see here, by default, this is in master branch. See? So by default, Git will start with master branch. Okay, this entire thing is in master branch. Okay. Now what I do know, from this commit, this is my last commit. Okay. Okay, this commit is 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8169070. 8 816.9E7D. And this commit is 3025F77. And this commit is D6C 8269. Okay. So this is your master branch now. Now, from here, we can say branch means it represents a path of a commit. Okay, branch means technically we can say branch is represents path of commits. Okay, branch means represents path of commits. Okay. Now, if I just type a command called git branch here. Now it is showing a master branch. That means the current branch is master. So this is another command. Git branch shows the current branch. By default, master. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll create one more branch from this master branch. Okay. So I'll create one more branch from this last commit. So how do you do? Now I'll say git branch. This is how we'll commit git branch development or develop. I'll create one branch called git branch develop. Now this git branch, I'll say branch name. So this will create branch name. Branch with branch name. Example. So I'll say git branch develop. So this will create a developer branch. Okay. Now you see, I'll just say now git branch develop. Now I'll say git branch again. Now, okay, actually, git branch means shows the list of branches. List of branches. By default, master is the current branch. See, when I say git branch name, this will create a branch with branch name. Example, git branch developments. This will create a develop branch. Now, again, I'll type git branch command. It shows the list of branches. Now, you see, it is showing the list of branches. See, now I created, see, earlier it was showing only one branch. Now it is showing two branches, but the star represents the current branch, my current working branch. Okay. So git branch will show the list of branches. So star represents the current branch. Star represents the current branch. Right? Now, this is my current branch. Now you see, now I created a branch from the last commit. From the last commit, I created a branch. So from the last commit, I created a branch using git branch command. Git branch develop. That means the name of the branch is develop. Now this branch will be your master branch and also your develop branch also, both. Master branch and develop branch. So both, so your develop branch will contain these three files. Your master branch also will contain these three files. How I'll show you. Now my current branch is master branch. Now you want to switch this to develop branch. Just say git checkout. Git checkout develop. Now it is switching to branch develop. Now again I'll say git branch, I'll show you now. Now you see, earlier master was my current branch where your star is represented, star green color. Now when I switch it to develop, now my current branch is develop. Now your current branch is now developed. Okay. Now your current branch is developed. That means, what you mean by current branch means now whatever you commit the files, that will be committed to that branch. That is called current branch. Now my current branch is developed. So git checkout. Git checkout. So I'll say branch name. Now this will switch the current branch to the given branch, current branch to the branch name specified. Right? Example, I'll say git checkout. Git checkout. I'll say develop. Now this will switch to current branch as develop. Current branch as develop. Okay. Now my current branch is developed. What do you mean by current branch? Whatever the files that I commit to this branch, now this will be these files will be committed. Now what I'll do, till here, till these commits, your master branch and develop branch are same. Now my branch is now developed. How I'll know? If I say git branch, now it is showing the current branch as developed. Now I'll commit some new files here. Now I'll do some new files. Now I'll say D. So class D. I'll say method 22. That's all. Now I added a new file now. Now I'll say git add dot. It is adding to the stage area. Next, git commit -m new file D. I'll say like this. That's all. See, now it is committing to develop branch. You see, earlier my current branch was master, it was committing, but now whatever I'm adding, it is committing to the develop branch. Okay, that means a new commit has been added into the develop branch. Now, so now I'll say a new commit has been added. So git checkout develop will switch the current branch to develop branch. Okay. Now your commit ID. Now your commit ID will be here. What is your commit ID? This is your commit ID. Right? Now this will be a part of your develop branch. Right? See, now your master branch is having only these three commits. Your master branch is having commit ID 1, commit ID 1, commit ID 2, commit ID 3. Whereas a develop branch is having commit ID 1. This is commit ID 2. Commit ID 2, commit ID 3, and commit ID 4 also. commit ID 4 also. Okay, this is a commit ID 4. In commit ID 4, what is the new change? What that we have done? D.java, right? New file has been added here. D.java. New file. Now my current branch is develop branch. Now so if I go here, these are the files I have, A, B, C, D. These are the files present in your develop branch. Now I'll switch again to my master branch, my current branch. If I say git branch, okay. Now I have develop branch, which is my current branch, star and master. Now I'll switch to master branch now. When I say git checkout master. Now what will happen from develop branch? I'm changing my to current branch as master now. Now I'll say git branch. Now you see, now your current branch is showing as master. Now what are the files that I commit? It will go to master branch. Now in master branch, now you see, you don't have d.java, right? See, now my current branch is master. See, d.java is not shown here. See, d.java is not shown. Only A, B, C is shown. Because master branch has only 3 commits. This 4th commit, which is d.java, is not shown in this master branch. See, that's why you see here d.java is not there. But again, when I switch to develop branch, now I go here. Now you see, I see d.java. In the develop branch, d.java is there. It is there. Now again, I switch to master branch. See, d.java is not there, you see. Because when I switch to master branch, I have only 3 commits. Okay, till this part. This new commit is in the develop branch where d.java is there. So when again I switch to develop branch, you can see all these 4 commits. So again I say git checkout to develop. Now d.java is there. Now again I switch to master. See, d.java is not there, you see. It is like a magic, right? See, d.java is not there when I again switch to develop branch. See, d.java is there. When I switch to master branch, see, d.java is not. Everyone understood? Everyone clear on this? If you can understand this diagram, it is enough. Tomorrow we'll see some more details on this, okay? Tomorrow we'll see some more details on this. You are getting error for Sonar Cube is not recognized or internal command. I think you should install Sonar Cube properly. Sonar Cube you have to install properly. I think Sonar Cube is not installed in your system properly. Okay. So download Git means just go here. Go to this link. First go to this link. Go to Windows. Select this standalone installer. Either select this 34-bit or 64-bit. Select this one and okay. See, you install this Sonar Cube, this one. 9.7. This version you download. Everyone, you download this version. All right then. All right then. Thank you all. Okay, then tomorrow we'll see then. Okay. Thank you all.